یا بچه اومدی خوش اومدین به این ویدیو. اومدیم با پارت بعدی تول تو وایل اپ. اگه اسمشو درست بگم نمیدونم. خب این پارت بعدیشو بگیریم ببینیم چه جوری هست.
So, a very confident Rory sets off, but what will he be facing first? Back in the last series, the Walk of Shame proved such a hit, and I mean that literally, with the contestants, that Eduardo has brought it back. Only this time, he's supersized it. So introducing the Super Walk of Shame. It's basically the same, but torn.
بچه‌ها دوباره اسکلی اومد.
Rory is the first to try it out. One small step for man.
بشیم درست با هم ویدیو بگیریم. نمیشینی؟
Yeah, it's just further to fall, really.
اسکلی عادت داره من بازی میکنم یا نمیدونم ویدیو نگاه میکنم میشینه نگاه میکنه ولی بعضی موقع جن میگیرتش و دیدی افتاد تو آواز تو آب افتاد. باشه ببخش نگاه کن الان نه گاز نگیر.
Riding those punches. Oh, not that one.
افتاد اسکلی.
Now that's a face plant if ever I saw one.
Yeah, you said it, man. Classic face plant. He turns. Oh, that's anticipated. It's perfect. That is class. Next up, it's the big balls. He's using the railing. I don't think he can see anything through that mud mask. Just as well because above his head is Mr. Motivator himself. 200 pounds of precision-padded foam designed exclusively to hurry the more hesitant competitors. I like to think of it more as a heat-seeking Diderot destroyer. Here we go. It's poised and ready. Oh, he blindly leaps onto the first ball. He's no idea where he is. Ooh, he's balanced. Rory could.
چرا خوب وایساده روش.
The first person to cross
تو میتونی مرد.
I know, man.
شمشیر را از سنگ در بیاور.
This is looking very good for Rory. What a left.
دیگه نتونست بره دیدی؟
Yeah, maybe I should have waited until he was on the third ball before hyping him up. I've anticipated it a bit. He may not leave his mark on the qualifier, but he's left a perfect Rory-shaped mark on that ball. So Rory climbs the ladder as he faces another new obstacle. It's a tightrope, but not just a tightrope. There's more to it than that. I mean, no, there is. It's just. It is literally just. Okay.
از روش رد بشه
It's just a rope.
تنابه.
Obviously, if you have tightrope walkers on, they'll find this bit quite easy.
سخته خیلی
Rory's
سخته.
got vision back now as he gets onto the rope. Test of balance and arm strength here, and he's looking pretty steady. Ridiculous, but steady.
Will it be a roaring success?
Thank you. That'll be a pun. He's the first person to try it. Do you not think he's going to make it? And he has.
بابا باریکلا.
No surprise though, it is after all just a rope. Should have spent more money on that. That's seriously. Anyway, Roaring Rory finishes in 3 minutes 50. Next on the qualifier, our girlfriend and boyfriend Sarah and Andy from Glasgow, who are both cheerleaders.
نه دوست پسر دوست دختر من.
I'd book those two to come and do cheerleading for me whenever I've got cheers that need leading.
Oh yeah.
Who's the boss then?
Oh me. I'm the boss of us. I'm the boss of the squad. I just run everything.
Oh, she likes to think she's the boss at home, and sometimes I let her think that just so she doesn't have a little tantrum.
You tell everyone what to do then.
No, my silences and my looks usually do it for me. So
Show me the look. I'm scared.
Okay, clear who wears the trousers in that relationship. I just don't want the has next to theirs when they're practicing. Right, it's Sarah onto the super walk of shame. And here we go.
چرا خوب رد کرد.
I can do this cheerleading thing. Give me an O. Give me a U.
با صورت خوردن قشنگ.
Right, can boyfriend Andy do any better?
اسمش اندیه.
Gotta wear those bad shoes.
اسم دوست پسرش اندیه بچه. آره چی بود؟ اندی یادم نمیاد. اندی یادم.
Oh no, he's not. On to the sucker punch now.
شب پر ستاره چشمک بزن دوباره.
Trouserless Andy is not doing that well right now. That did seem like an extra
یه
hard
مشتی تو صورتش خوردیم بیچاره.
Okay, back to trouser-wearing Sarah, who's on to the big balls now. This competition is heating up. She's off, really off, and avoiding both the motivator and getting any further along the balls.
Watch this!
Right, trouserless Andy's turn. Good jump. Might put him ahead of Sarah. Oh! Oh! It was, but then in the water.
I didn't know he was a contortionist. I thought he was a cheerleader.
برید پایین.
I think his body had stopped, but his legs just weren't giving up, were they? They carried on. Right, it's neck and neck here. But Andy's life won't be worth living if he beats Sarah. Think carefully.
Here we go.
The all-important tightrope. Not just pride that hangs in the balance here. Or dignity. Obviously, there's none. Trouser-wearing Sarah has slipped and gone and wet her metaphorical trousers.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, which means if Andy can just get across, he's surely got this in the bag. If I were him, I think I'd lose this on purpose right now. He has.
Easy peasy.
Oh, come on, I didn't think it looked like you were trying. You just threw it away. You looked as if you were too scared to beat it. You probably were. Okay, both of them finished looking particularly pleased with themselves, but that's about to change because the results are in.
The person who was faster was... Andy.
Yes.
Oh, you're gutted. Look at you.
Ah, well, meet 30-year-old Vestalia, who has a heart of gold on her shirt, and in his spare time is a bell ringer. Pull the other one. I did a bell pun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm going to win this race with an elegant face, not a hair out of place. Yes.
Yeah. Now that's what we call tempting fate. Good luck. Right, Vestalia, down the slope. I can't remember what they're called. It's the super things walkway of, I don't know. Right, she's on them. That's the main thing. Oh.
Not so elegant, Vestalia.
Vestalia moves on to the big red balls, and hopefully she'll try to be a bit more graceful here. Remember the motivator waiting, but I'm sure she'll get a move on.
Whom the bell tolls.
Oh no, it's no! That is unbelievable! The motivator has struck for the first time. Finally, all those pesos blown on red foam and sandbags now seem worth it.
بنده خدا روحش پرواز کرد یه لحظه.
Oh, what a machine! I imagine that probably hurts. It does rather beg the question, will that be the only time the motivator strikes today? From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely hope not. Now it's onto the tightrope, which of course a bell ringer should find easy. Come on, you can do. You can't. She's dropped a clanger. Another pun. Sorry. I would like to apologise for the amount of replays that were shown when the motivator brutally hit poor, innocent, unsuspecting Vestalia. There'll be no more, honestly. No more replays. It would be too cruel. No more. After this one.
Knocking off my feet.
God, that is just, it's kind of magnificent. It's... Sorry, where were we? Yes, let's move on. Sorry. Here are two people who have a lot to say for themselves. First, 26-year-old Mel, who's a personal trainer.
Total Wipeout, are you ready? Because this smell's going to give you hell.
Then there's 51-year-old Victor, who's a justice of the peace and today's oldest competitor.
I took by the throat the circumcised dog.
Put it Crichton on the map.
Oh yeah, he's doing the funky judge. Silence in court. Right. He's off. This is very quick. Oh my lord!
شما دیگه بدنی داره.
Super. What were they? And he's done it again. No. Oh.
خیلی خوب رفت.
Oh. Your bits will have come off, I suspect. There. Victor judged that quite poorly. Can Motormouth Mel get across as well? Here we go. No, she can't. She's fallen in. It is a long way. Right, the funky judge attempting the big red balls. Oh.
حالا نیده بودم یکی اینجوری بلق بخوره روشون.
So far today, I'd say. Points for style. His wig would have come off had he chosen to wear it today. Who will have the last word between these two? Ooh, those arm muscles are going to come in handy here now. You will need them, but perhaps some coordination as well. It would be handy. Yeah, you can use those arms to swim to the podium. Yeah, look at it go! Yeah, strength coming in handy. Right, the funky judge has retired to his chamber, managing the qualifier in just under 3 minutes. Motormouth Mel wraps this one up in 2 minutes 21 seconds and takes a well-deserved rest. That's a strong time. So that blistering run puts Motormouth Mel in first place with the funky judge Victor in second. Trouserless Andy is in third. Vestalia is in fifth. Stop it! And trouser-wearing Sarah limps into sixth. But with plenty more competitors still to come, that can all change. It's a little-known fact that Total Wipeout is filmed in Argentina. Now, there are 3 good reasons for that. The steaks are excellent. The wine is superb. That's 2. What's the third? Oh, yeah. There are no health and safety officers. That is, until now.
So I'm joined now at the top of the qualifier by Bob from Cornwall, who's a health and safety officer. Now, Bob, have you spotted anything suspicious there?
There seems to be a couple of work at height issues.
What do you mean, Bob?
And a couple of slips and trips.
Oh, come on, that's just nitpicking.
The mud, the bio problems of that could be quite large, yeah.
Oh, you've got a point with that one, actually. There's no defence. Health and safety Bob beginning his inspection. We're going to put a railing on this ramp, Bob. Don't worry, we will make it.
ببین باب میخواد بپره. ببین کاس باب میخواد بپره. میخواد رو ببینم.
That giant mallet just above your head, Bob. Purely for decoration. Ignore it.
To what?
Onto the first ball now. Keep the back straight and lift with the knees, Bob. Lift with the knees. It's
باب نتونست بپره.
not the greatest effort, I've got to say, but a very safe fall. Well done, Bob. Well done. Onto the tightrope now, giving this a rigorous vibration test. Really wants to give this a kite mark. Sorry it isn't fluorescent or anything. That would have helped, I'm sure. Testing. Testing. It's looking good. It's a bit more testing. What is it the rope wobbling or Bob's legs? I don't. What? Maybe this is just a safer approach. No! It's not worked. Okay. Bob completes the qualifier in 4 minutes 40.
باب میخواد بپره.
Next round a very unsafe bet. Hey, no bombing! Health and safety Bob said we'll get the results of his investigation in a couple of months. So I doubt there'll be another series. Tell John Craven I've changed my mind. Country file, I'll do it. I've got a coat. So while we're still on air, we're still on? Okay, let's meet the next set of contestants. Simon is a friendly scout leader. Kenny works in a museum teaching science. And Paul is a children's entertainer. These guys seem like perfect examples for the next generation.
I blow things up.
It's just not looking good for the kids. I've never felt so missold. Right, Paul the Clown is off. I should mention one of those pillars is broken. That one there, that's better in the middle. Still, for a children's entertainer, Paul is very entertaining. I'd book him. And he has. So we'll move on. Oh, he's back. Can Exploding Kenny make it across the super walk of shame? Can he? No, can't. Scoutmaster Simon is away. Good start this. Into the ramp. Into the super walk of shame. Oh, yes!
چقدر به زور خودش رو رسون.
Scoutmaster Simon hoping to get his
ماشیه رو نشون نمیده. چه وضعشه؟
Not a chance. No, not with that. Exploding Kenny has created a formula to help him cross the balls. Weight times mass minus velocity squared equals big muddy patch on the ball. Hoping Kenny doesn't also teach swimming because it's not working.
بنده
No
خدا
time for clowning around here as Paul heads
حالش
to
خوب نبود.
1,
ها
3. This is looking good. This Paul
ردش کن.
to this series to cross the balls.
تو رو خدا ردش کن.
Roaring Rory too early last time. I'm not going to get excited too soon.
ردش میکن.
Nice cover take.
ردش کن. ردش کرد تو شام. برای اولین بار یکی تو پا رو رد کرد.
This series somebody has
وای
Big red balls, and I've spilt my tea. Oh god. Right, straight onto the road. Surely he's not gonna get across here too. I was making this look.
کی بالاخره رد کرد این
This is
توپا رو.
man made of. Well, it's a fantastic performance and the fastest time so far and probably ever of 2 minutes 18.
Big red ball, no problem.
Let's see how the other two finish. Hot on his heels, exploding Kenny. Yeah, and then scout leader Simon. Still, remember kids, the most important lesson of all, victory or defeat, always be gracious. You see, that's gracious spittle flailing from his mouth. This is 33-year-old Yudi, a marketing executive with a point to prove.
Just come out of a long relationship and quite competitive relationship. And he always said I'd never be able to do it.
He didn't think he could do it. You're here now, he's not.
Yeah, he's at home on the sofa. I'm in Argentina.
What is a competitive relationship? I've never had one. I don't. Okay. You go, girl. Newly single Yudi is about to show her ex-boyfriend.
She's so over him and over that podium and into the water.
Oh!
چی اینا خیلی بد میخواد زمین بد نمیدونم.
No, she's fine apparently. Right, 23-year-old Sam is also coming to terms with a tough breakup. The breakup of S Club 7.
You love them, but they're not together anymore.
They're together in my heart. That's all that matters.
There ain't no party like an S Club party, and I'm their biggest fan. Whoa!
Where do these people come from? And how do I stay away from them? So Sam is hoping to inspire an S Club 7 reunion with a successful performance here. That's
آماده شد که بره تو
Come on,
آخر.
Sam, do this for Brad,
خب
Tina, and the other.
مورد علاقه من داره نشون میده.
Ronan, Keith,
Yeah, that's them.
Benny,
I don't know.
Bjorn.
He's just making noises. He's on the wall. I hope he doesn't get hit. Oh, I fear he may snap.
چای بدی زد احساس.
Right in the S Club 7s. Back to Yudi again, who's loitering at the big balls. The motivator won't like that. Oh, there it goes. And there she goes as well. A lucky miss.
به این دستگاه رو بزنم خیلی بده. چیکاری بود؟
Look, he really was doing it. He actually did reach for the stars there. And then fell in the water. S Club Sam goes on to finish in 3 minutes 8. Might not reunite S Club 7, but it's still a good time actually in the qualifier. Well done him. Yudi's still going, still proving that point to her ex. On the sofa. Just the rope now between her and total revenge. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. And that's it, cold, and maybe a little bit wet. Yudi finishes in under 3 minutes, which is a good time, as well as a point proved to the ex. Next to tackle the qualifier is Molly, who works in a cheese factory.
I work in a cheese factory and I'm gonna cheese you all up by getting the
کارخونه پژوهش‌سازی داره این.
Does anyone speak cheese? I've no idea. All right, calm down, dear. You'll exhaust yourself. Right, I'm absolutely not going to fall into the trap of making any cheesy puns here. None.
Cheddar luck next time, Molly.
Amanda obviously didn't get that. It is an admirable start to the Super Walk of Shame for Molly, and then a flamboyant and disastrous finish. Onto the big red balls, or to Molly, the giant E-dams. Oh, no! She's gone back for a knife. That's what that'll be, pretty sure. And Molly finishes in a respectable 3 minutes 43. Not at all bad.
I did actually think I was gonna die.
Did you really think you were going to die?
Yeah, it's so hard.
At which point did you think death was the next step?
Like as soon as I started.
Any news from Country Fire?
بچه‌ها تا اینجا ویدیو کافیه. خیلی ممنونم که ویدیو رو تا اینجا با من دیدی. ممنون میشم ویدیو رو لایک کنید، چنل رو ساب کنید. دوستتون دارم. بای بای.